Sutra. If such people are able to behold and worship images of Amitabha Bodhisattva single-mindedly for 3 weeks, reciting his name a full 10,000 times, the Bodhisattva may then manifest about his body and describe to those people the realms into which their relatives have been born, or in their dreams, the Bodhisattva may manifest great spiritual powers and personally lead them to those who want to see their relatives. If they can further recite the Bodhisattva's name 1,000 times a day, every day for 1,000 days, the Bodhisattva will order the ghosts and earth spirits in the vicinity of such people to guard and protect them for their entire lives. In this world, their clothing and food will be abundant, and they will have no suffering from sickness or other causes. No accidents will occur in their households, much less affect them personally. Finally, the Bodhisattva will rub the crowns of the heads and bestow predictions upon them. Commentary. If such people are able to behold and worship images of Amitabha Bodhisattva single-mindedly for 3 weeks, the individual who sculpts or draws images of Amitabha Bodhisattva, who gaze upon and worship images of Amitabha Bodhisattva can, for 3 weeks instead of the 1 week before, recite his name a full 10,000 times. The Bodhisattva may then manifest about his body that is boundless and omnipresent. He manifests to teach every type of being, but this sutra passage here means that Amitabha Bodhisattva appears an individual during these 3 weeks and describes to those people the realms into which their parents, relatives, and relatives have been born, or in their dreams. Since some Buddhists are too confused, the Bodhisattva cannot make contact with us or communicate with us when we are awake and conscious. The Bodhisattva may manifest great spiritual powers and personally lead them to every one of those who wants to see all their relatives. If they can further recite Namo Amitabha Bodhisattva's name 1,000 times a day, every day for 1,000 days, which is about 3 years, the Bodhisattva will order the ghosts and earth spirits in the vicinity where such people live to guard and protect them for their entire lives. In this world, their clothing and food will be abundant, and they will have no suffering from sickness or other causes. No accidents will occur in their households, much less affect them personally. Finally, the Bodhisattva will definitely come rub the crowns of their heads and bestow predictions upon them. He will say, "Good man, your great resolve for Bodhi will bear Bodhi fruits in the future." Sutra. Moreover, contemplator of the world's sounds of Bodhisattva, in the future, good men or women may want to practice great compassion in rescuing beings, may want to cultivate unsurpassed Bodhi, and may want to leave the 3 realms. Those people may see Amitabha Bodhisattva's image, hear his name, and in their hearts take refuge with him. They may use incense, flowers, clothing, jewels, food, and drink to make offerings while beholding and worshipping him. Such good people's wishes will quickly be fulfilled, and they will never have further obstructions. Commentary. Moreover, let me tell you in detail, contemplator of the world sounds of Bodhisattva, in the worlds of the future, good men or women who cultivate the 5 precepts and the 10 good deeds may want to practice great compassion in rescuing beings. Why do they develop great compassion? To save all beings who may want to cultivate unsurpassed Bodhi and may want to leave the 3 realms of desire, form, and formlessness. The house is on fire. Those people may see Amitabha Bodhisattva's image, hear his name, and in their hearts sincerely take refuge with him. They may use various incense, flowers, clothing, jewels, food, and drink to make offerings to Bodhisattva while beholding and worshipping him. Such good people's wishes will quickly be fulfilled, and they will never have any further obstructions. Sutra. Moreover, contemplator of the world's souls Bodhisattva in the future, good men and women may want to fulfill millions, billions of vows, and to succeed in as many undertakings both in the present and the future. They need only take refuge with, gaze upon, worship, make offerings to, and praise the images of the Bodhisattva. In this way, their vows and goals can all be realized. Moreover, they may hope that a Bodhisattva, being endowed with great compassion, will always protect them. In dreams, the Bodhisattva will rub the crowns of their heads and bestow predictions upon them. Commentary. Moreover, contemplator of the world's house Bodhisattva in the future, good men and women may want to fulfill not just one but millions and billions of vows. Vows are what they want. What do they want? Whatever you want will be granted. And to succeed in as many undertakings both in the present and the future, you will get whatever you want, but there is one thing you need to do. What is that? They need only take refuge with, gaze upon, worship, make offerings to, and praise images of Bodhisattva. In this way, their vows and goals can all be realized. They can complete their power of vows. Moreover, they may hope that Bodhisattva, being endowed with great compassion, will always protect them. Asleep or in dreams, the Bodhisattva will rub the crowns of their heads and bestow predictions upon them. Sutra. Moreover, contemplator of the world's house Bodhisattva, in the future, good men and women may have a high regard for the Mahayana Sutras and make the inconceivable resolve to read them and to recite them from memory. They may then encounter a bright master who instructs them so that they can become familiar with the text. But as soon as they learn them, they forget them. They may try for months or years and yet still be unable to read or recite them from memory. Because those good men and women have karmic obstructions from past lives that have not yet been dissolved, they are unable to read and memorize sutras of the great vehicle. Upon hearing Bodhisattva's name or seeing his image, such people should, with deep respect and honesty, state their situation to the Bodhisattva. In addition, they should use incense, flowers, clothing, food, and drink, and other beloved material objects to make offerings to the Bodhisattva. They should place a bowl of pure water before the Bodhisattva for 1 day and 1 night. Afterwards, joining the palms together, they should state their request and then, while facing south, prepare to drink the water. As the water is about to enter their mouths, they should be particularly sincere and solemn. After drinking the water, they should abstain from the 5 pungent plants, wine, meat, improper sexual activity, false speech, and all killing and harming for 1 to 3 weeks. In dreams, those good men or women may then see Bodhisattva manifesting about his body and anointing the crowns of the heads with water. When they awaken, they may be endowed with keen intelligence. Upon hearing this sutra but one time, they will eternally remember it and never forget or lose a single sentence or verse. Commentary. Moreover, contemplator of the world's house Bodhisattva, in the future, good men and women may have a high regard for the Mahayana Sutras. They consider Mahayana Sutras more highly than any valuable, and make the inconceivable resolve to read them and to recite the Mahayana Sutras from memory. I swear to become very familiar with this sutra, since they developed such an incredible intent and determination. They may then encounter a bright master who instructs them on reading sutras so that they can become familiar with the texts. But as soon as they learn them, they forget them. They may try to study in their every movement or action for several or many months or one or many years, a long time, and yet still be unable to read clearly or recite them from memory. They may have it memorized after reading it a few times, then forget again, because those good men and women have karmic obstructions from past lives. Why do they recite sutras and forget, recite and forget again? It is because these individuals have karmic obstructions from past lives that prevent them from memorizing the sutras. The karmic obstruction makes you lazy and not wish to recite the sutras. Karmic obstruction makes you sleepy when you want to read the sutras. Karmic obstruction makes you drowsy when you want to recite the sutras. Strangely enough, you are full of energy when you do not recite the sutras, but you want to sleep as soon as you recite the sutra. Put down the sutras and your sleep demon runs away, and your sleep demon runs away. You are no longer sleepy. Start reading again. It is here again. I believe a number of you have this type of experience. You want to listen to the sutras, but instead of listening, you want to sleep. If you chit-chat and engage in meaningless conversation, then the more you talk, the more energetic you get. Saliva flies about as you speak that it is practically raining. You are not sleepy. Karmic obstructions have not yet been resolved. This is why they are unable to read and memorize sutras of the great vehicle. You do not have enough memory to even read or recite. Upon hearing Earth-star Bodhisattva's name or seeing his image, such people should not worry or be sad. With deep respect and honesty, their wondrous and bright true mind rather than their false mind, reverently state their situation to the Bodhisattva. They share their opinions and comments. What opinions and comments? They say, Namo Great Vows, Earth-stalking Bodhisattva, please be compassionate and help me eliminate this demon of sleep, this demonic obstruction of a poor memory. Make my head clear and memory excellent. In addition, they should use a wide variety of incense, flowers, clothing, food, and drink. Drinks here refer not to alcohol but to soup. Do not misunderstand this drink for alcohol beverages. If you imbibe alcohol, your memory will be even worse. And they use other beloved material objects to make offerings to the Bodhisattva. Why? Do Bodhisattvas play with their beloved object? Do they like toys? For example, balls that children play with may be offered to a stalking Bodhisattva. A stalking Bodhisattva does not necessarily want to play ball, but he enjoys your offerings of your favorite things. They should place a bowl of pure water, not dirty water, before the Bodhisattva as an offering for one day and one night. Afterwards, joining their palms together, they should state their request as they sincerely and earnestly contemplate that a stalking Bodhisattva bless this water. I believe this is extremely important. And then, while facing south, prepare to drink the water as the water is about to enter their mouths. They should be particularly sincere and solemn. After drinking the water, they should abstain from the 5 pungent plants, onions, chives, scallions, garlic, and shallots. These spicy things and their like increase people's drowsiness, stupidity, and sexual desire. We must avoid this. Be careful not to use the 5 pungent plants as well as wine, meat, improper sexual activity, avoid intercourse and false speech, and or killing and harming for 1 to 3 weeks. In dreams, those good men and women may then see a star Bodhisattva manifesting about his body and anointing the crowns of their heads with water like a sweet dew. In the 42 hands and eyes, there is a sweet dew hand where the Bodhisattva anoints the crown of the heads with this hand. When the sweet dew hand is extended, you will feel like you are taking a shower. Wash away all the defilements so that there are no more karmic obstacles, so that you are clean. You cannot be lazy and stop cultivating for even one day. Stop a day and you will have to start all over. When they awaken, they may be endowed with a keen intelligence. Is that not bizarre? Sleep, have a dream, wake up, and then they are smart. Is that not wonderful? Do you want to be that way? If you do, try it. Upon hearing this sutra but one time, they will eternally remember it. You used to always forget, but not this time. You cannot forget even if you want to. For example, someone says that he wants to think of a way to stop coming to the Buddhist lecture hall but cannot think of a way. He still wants to come. This is strange, and never forget of or lose a single sentence or verse. This is really wonderful beyond words.